Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to English 101. This is another short learning video to review things we've discussed in class. Today we're going to talk about characters and characterization. Characterization in literature is when you have an author's way of presenting characters to us in a way that make them real or make them interesting by what they do, what they say, what other people say about them, and their actions and their thoughts, if we get their thoughts in the story. And that's characterization. But we want to focus in on four actual types of characters today, and we're going to talk about those individually. First off, we have a couple of characters here, and I have my assistant here to help me. So there she is, okay? And she's going to help me by holding up these cards, okay, when we get to them. Okay, the first character that we have, first type of character that we have is a flat character. Okay, there you go, flat character. Put it up there so you can see it. There you go, flat character. So hold it right there. Okay, a flat character. A flat character. Can you put it down? A flat character is a character that there's not much to them. They're pretty average. Sometimes called a stock character. There's not much to them. They're not very deep in personality. And you have a lot of these in stories. You can think about a story you've read where the characters, they don't, they're there, maybe playing an important role, but they don't really offer much of anything, okay? But they're there to fill places. They do serve a function. The other type of character we have, if it's not a flat character, then it is a round character, okay? A round character is a character that is very full, has a lot of personality, and is an important part of the story. So like for instance, in this particular book, okay, Harry Potter would be considered a round character. He develops over time from a small boy all the way up to the chosen one, so to speak. Okay, thank you. And the same could be said for Voldemort. Can I say that? Is that okay to say that, or am I getting in trouble? Okay, but Lord Voldemort, he is actually a pretty complex character. Although evil and bad, he's still fairly complex, and so he should be considered a round character. A flat character is one that just doesn't have a lot, but round characters, they're our main source of, they're the ones that are mainly our protagonists, our major characters. Now, the other two types of characters that we have are static and dynamic. Let's start with static. Okay, static characters are characters, excuse me, who don't undergo any change. They're always the same. So, for instance, Lord Voldemort, you would probably consider him to be a static character. Even as a child, he made some pretty poor decisions that led him down a path to what he became this evil wizard. People were frightened of him, that he did all kinds of horrible things. Now, some could argue that he didn't always start out that way, but he ended up that way. But by the time we meet him in the books, he's pretty much set on destroying everything, and especially Harry. So we consider him static. He does not change throughout the entirety of the book. Most of the characters you run in, like Ron or Hermione or Harry, for instance, they are what we call a dynamic character. Okay, a dynamic character is one that undergoes a change. For Harry, for instance, you see that he changes from a small boy that doesn't know a whole lot. He has ability and talents, but he has to develop those. And so throughout the book, any of the Harry Potter books, in this case, The Chamber of Secrets, he undergoes a change. And so those are dynamic characters. Those are characters we really like because we're dynamic people most of the time. We make mistakes. We have to learn from them. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Some people are more dynamic than others, but dynamic characters are those that undergo a change. So just to review, dynamic character, static character, round character, and flat character. Flat character, not much to them. Round character, very full, lots to do with them. Static means what? Glad you're paying attention. Static character is somebody who stays pretty much the same, and a dynamic character does what?
Person who changed.
Yeah, a person who changes. See, even a fourth grader can understand it. So, so that's what we're talking about today with characters. So make sure you go over these and watch the video again if you didn't understand. But they're very important. So when you talk about a character, you can say, well, he's static and round, which means he's kind of complex character but doesn't change a whole lot. or he's flat, and usually they're not flat or dynamic, flat and dynamic, because flat characters usually don't make much change, but you get the idea. So you can have a combination of all those. So when you go to English class, you want to impress your English teacher, talk about the characters in that way. So that's it for this lesson. Thank you to Miss Aubrey for helping me out, and we'll see you on the flip side.